welcome to A Christian Talk of the Town. We are broadcasting live this morning from the National Quartet Convention in Pigeon Forge. It is my pleasure to have with me the Southern Rays Band. We have Lindsay, Emily, Sarah, and Matthew with us today. Oh my goodness, welcome you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't been this excited, well, since we've been here.
Oh,
Really. Honestly, I think you're just bringing a fresh new thing. You guys have won so many awards.
Oh.
And I know you're very humble because I've been bragging on you all morning. I know you're very humble, but tell me, what is it like to be so young yet and have so many awards under your belt already? What's that do to you?
It's overwhelming and very humbling. Very humbling. You feel very unworthy. And God has been so good, and we're very grateful to Him. And we always want to direct any of that to Him because He's the giver of all good gifts.
Yes.
And we're grateful to Him for allowing us to be able to sing. And we ask Him so often, if you can just use us in some small way to be a vessel to carry your message and maybe touch someone's life or lift someone. It just makes our day, and we're honored to be used in that way, if at all.
So grateful to all of our fans who
We are.
even make it possible.
Yeah, you made a new one today.
Oh, you're very
I really
kind.
love the bluegrass sound, but
Thank
we
you.
also saw that you guys are classically trained.
Yes,
Yes,
we
yes,
are.
ma'am.
Okay, how did that all come about? Which came first, the classical training or the Southern gospel?
Yeah, we've only been playing this style of acoustic music for about 7 years. Before that, we were classically trained musicians. From a young age, we played classical music. We were not trained vocally. It was just on instruments. The 3 girls were trained on classical, piano, and violin, and Matt was trained on the cello. Wow. And growing up in Northwest Arkansas and then moving to Southern Missouri, near Branson, where we live now, we grew up hearing this style of music and fell in love with it. And we just thought we'd get the instruments and sit around, go no further than our front porch, literally. We thought we'd just have fun with it. But God had different plans. And the story goes way back to when we were very young. Our parents had prayed and asked God, after hearing a message on the power of a family ministry, they asked God to please give us something we could do together as a family.
Yes.
Show us something.
Yes.
Never dreamed it would be music or have anything to do with music. They actually thought maybe we could drive a van around and deliver meals to people who couldn't get out or something like
right.
that. So through the years of classical private lessons, they just continued praying. And little did we know through that time that God was laying a great musical foundation for something that was to come, because it really did prepare us through the classical training. 7 years ago, got these instruments, and someone called us up on the phone, said in our hometown there in Missouri, they said, I heard you got these instruments, would you come play for our church function? We're having a senior luncheon. And we said, well, sure. And so we worked up.
Play for the seniors.
We did.
I
we
love
did. And so we didn't know how to sing. We worked up an hour of instrumentals. We'd not been trained how to sing, and so we did instrumentals for them. And bless their sweethearts, they listened to it all.
Loved you.
And there was a pastor there that heard us, and he said, I want you to come to my church. And someone else, and doors kind of started opening. And we all remember the moment when our mom looked at us and she said, y'all are going to have to learn how to sing. And so we did,
that.
and God brought those people into our lives to teach us how to do that, and doors have just continued to open.
And God is opening doors that no man can shut.
Yes.
That
yes.
is awesome. Okay,
Yes.
enough about business and ministry. Let's talk about you guys.
Okay.
Okay. So of the 4 of you, who's the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Okay, and in order, I could tell she's the speaker of the family. Look at that. I'm the oldest too. I'm the speaker.
You know.
Yes. And so who comes next?
I do.
Okay.
And
And then and Matthew, you're
Baby brother.
You never get a word in edgewise. With 3 sisters.
Yeah, I tell people that having 3 sisters is just like having 3 angels. I tell you.
Oh,
They're
my
always up in the
gosh.
air and they're always harping. So
Okay, I thought that was really sweet. I thought it hook, line, and sinker there for a minute, you know. Okay, who is the techie of the family?
Probably more Matt. And Emmy does too. There are more of our sound. Well, if we're playing and singing, Mom and Dad are running the sound. There are sound people. But as far as like being knowledgeable, if you're asking questions, I'd say it's those 2, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah. Okay, now I know you have just a rigorous travel schedule. How do you guys date? How do we work this in?
The travel schedule works pretty good. Like we were saying earlier before we actually got on camera, typically we're home during the week. But there's some busy stretches where you're gone for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And so far it's worked out great. Just perfectly. We have a farm. We live out in the country, and so when we're home, farm life keeps us really busy. We raise cattle and all that kind of stuff.
Wonderful. And
But
you love living
Oh, we
there.
love
we
it.
do.
We do.
We do.
Okay, I heard through the grapevine, and I know because you're from Arkansas, you guys are big Razorback fans.
Yes, we are.
And I just want to do a disclaimer here that the views of the guests are not necessarily the views of the interviewer. So I'm
Yeah.
going to step out and let them do their little Arkansas thing to take us out, and I'll come back in and welcome you, but you guys do your
All
Arkansas
right.
thing, and
All right.
I can't be part of that, so I'm going to step out.
All right. Woo! Pig City! Go Razorbacks!
Okay, well, you Vol fans, I'm sorry, but we'll be back just a little bit, and they're going to play a really awesome song for us and sing, so we'll be back on A Christian Talk of the Town.